So, Ben would like to read a paragraph from the book to get you readers started that you haven't read it. Then can you read now, please?
Sure, and it's actually a couple of paragraphs. Is that okay?
Is the paragraph like apart from the story?
Yeah.
I mean, if you're ready, just read how much as you want.
Okay, thank you, sir. My dad was nostalgic yesterday at Johns Hopkins, and today it's my turn, as I sit here at the therapist's office trying to avoid staring at her hands and be in the moment. My dad had always worn the cheapest brown leather work boots he could find, I tell her. He never owned any other type of shoe, and he wore every pair of boots he ever bought into the ground. This idea of wearing things until they disintegrated is important because it was his general philosophy when it came to his wardrobe. He also wore the same brown leather belt for as long as I can remember and rarely strayed from the same basic uniform that he wore much of his adult life. The shoes, the belt, whatever beat-up jeans he was wearing at the time, and a white or blue Oxford shirt passed down from my brother or I, and or some t-shirt my parents had brought back from a trip they had gone on that we had refused to wear and he had retained. My father, in fact, bragged that he rarely had to buy clothes because he could always count on us to pass things along to him. How did that make you feel, the therapist asks, her hands like little birds building a nest in her lap. How did that make me feel? What do you mean? His style was unusual, unorthodox, and that might have been difficult as an adolescent who just wants to fit in. Oh, I say, I was in a sense of style. What I said is that I never really was, because on the one hand I recognized that people thought he was fairly cool, and on the other hand there was the Hotel New Hampshire by John Irving. The book? Yeah, when I was a kid I read the Hotel New Hampshire, and there is a section of the book where the remaining family is living in Vienna, and the narrator goes out for drinks with his father to this fancy bar. The son is concerned about being seen with his father, who is quite eccentric in dress and personality. When they get inside the bar, though, it turns out that the father's a regular, and people love him for who he is, regardless, or maybe because of, how he dresses and what that represents to them. So it wasn't a problem then, the therapist says? No, I say. That was the least of the problems.
Very good.
Thank you.